And we're live.
Greetings and welcome. This is Fool Paradise, episode 20 of Something in the Dark. I am your host and game master, Aaron. Something in the Dark is an actual play of Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG from Green Ronin Publishing, using concepts and themes from the Supernatural Handbook, and is set within the connected version of Earth Prime, which can be seen in many other offerings from the Untold Stories Project. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20 based system which allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination. Mutants and Masterminds is flexible enough to handle most superheroic shenanigans, complex enough to handle most of those really weird situations, while still being simple enough to be easy to play. One of my favorite things about this game is its inclusion of hero points. Now, these allow our heroes to re-roll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use their powers in new and creative ways. Our heroes each get to start with one of these hero points, and they gain additional points for good role playing, funny jokes, unfunny jokes, clever decisions, really stupid decisions, and from me using their weaknesses against them. They can also get those hero points by your generosity. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to our stream, you will generate a hero point to be given to the player, not game master, of your choice. We are a PL6 stream with PL13 aspirations, and all of those likes and follows and subscribes give us character points towards that goal. Now, a word of warning, unlike some of our other shows and streams, this show is rated M for mature. While it does deal with superheroes and it is set on Earth Prime, this is intended as a horror stream. On this show, we will be dealing with issues of mental health, body horror, kidnapping, torture, murder, drug use, and similarly adult topics, including perhaps a dimensional incursion. This show is not suitable for younger audiences and may trigger some adults. In addition, while the show will mostly take place in the city of New Orleans and other real-world cities, and we have stolen liberally from those real-world cities, our Earth Prime versions may be slightly different in terms of names and places. Just as a final administrative note, we have a partnership with Norse Foundry, and through that partnership, USP viewers can get 10% off any purchase from Norse Foundry by using the code USPNorse, with no space, on their website. And hey, what gamer doesn't need shiny new math rocks? Especially, when a character dies and you need new dice for your new character. Not that that could possibly happen to anyone's character tonight. But with all of that out of the way, let's meet our players for tonight, shall we? Say, rest in peace, heroes.
Rest in peace, heroes.
Rest in peace, heroes. It took me a second to really actually had to say that.
Good luck.
Heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you are playing, where else our listeners can find you, and answer our question of the week. To take a quote from Top Dollar from The Crow, childhood is over the moment you know you're going to die. So with that in mind, what was your character's first experience with death? And I'm going to start it off with Brandon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brandon. I play Orpheus and Eurydice. Yes, that Orpheus and Eurydice. And everyone who has studied Greek mythology knows about Orpheus and Eurydice's first encounter with death when Eurydice died and Orpheus had to try and rescue her.
Was that really their first encounter with death?
I'm going to say yes, because they're Greek. They're like, Greek demigods, or technically Eurydice is actually a goddess. That I would say, yeah, probably.
I think definitely for Orpheus. He always struck me as sort of flighty, but that might just be the musical in my brain.
I mean, yeah, fair.
I kind of like to think that they had just the most, like, #blessed life ever until that snake came along. And then it's just been, hijinks ever since.
Hijinks.
With that, I'm going to pass it to the Deuce.
Howdy, TV land. I'm the Deuce. I am the Judge Harry Stone of Night Court to Kevin's Harry and the Hendersons of the Untold Story Project. I am playing the mild-mannered priest, Larry, and his dark pastor, Babel. Which, thinking back, I still want to go with the fun answer of sea monkeys, because, God bless it, you learn about life and death and scams so much from sea monkeys. But we will say that Larry's first experience with death would be probably when he lost his dog Tank at a young enough age to realize Tank isn't coming back, but so much so that he has to understand why. Happens to a lot of us, but he got through it. And with that, I'll pass to my partner in Chaos, Jimmy.
I just want to point out real quick, Night Court is better than Harry and the Hendersons.
I'm not old enough to know if that was a favorable comparison or not.
Good idea. Hi, everyone. I will be playing the magnificent mystical master mage of math, magic, and music, who is about to be mercilessly murdered. Muse. Also known as Micah.
Why do you assume you're going to be mercilessly murdered?
Because I have a man who I angered who has a book that's making me feel all kinds of woozy and has given me, what, a -6 right now?
Also, no other options would alliterate as well.
Yes.
Fair.
That too. Would you rather mercilessly manslaughtered?
No.
Maliciously maimed?
Maliciously maimed. That works too.
Malevolently massacred.
I was coming up with it on the fly, so I was going with the first two M's that flew together with the rest of the sentence. Anyway,
Mischievously malappropriated.
Monstrously masticated.
They're just gonna keep going. We have a writer on our side. We're gonna never end.
Merrily mispronounced.
Sorry.
Monstrously masticated is only what's going to happen if you guys fail to stop the horrible evil from being summoned.
Good to know being eaten is on the table tonight.
Is it ever not?
You know, that's fair. I'm looking a deep one in the face right now.
Anyway, to answer the question, Micah's answer is not nearly filled with as much anything. It's they were a kid and their relative, like a great grandparent, passed away, and they went, "Oh, okay." So they had to deal with that.
Not great game.
But you know, it was not nearly as horrific as hey, the love of my life is dead, so I'm gonna go into Hades and try to get her back. Behind the screen, also Jemmy made, I think, probably some of the people remembered that they're older than them by a lot because they mentioned sea monkeys, and I went, what?
Preposterous.
They're magical.
I didn't know. Alex, over to you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alex Thomas. I am the executive producer around these parts, as well as the line developer for Mutants and Masterminds at Green Ronin Publishing, and the author of the Titan City Chronicles. You can find me in quite a few places on the internet if you want to. Today, I will be playing... in this game, I'm playing two characters from Titan City. I'm playing Anson Walker, the White Wizard of Titan City, the Master Mage of that universe would be the term that he would use here. Sort of a malcontent, immortal asshole. And I'm playing the role of Marcus Moon, formerly the most intelligent man in Titan City, now realizing that he's not as smart as he thought he was because the modern age is wild in Freedom City, in Earth Prime. As for the answer to the question of the day, Anson's first brush with death came at a very young age. He was about 9 or 10 when he tried to let one of his friends free from the plantation he grew up on. The young boy was unfortunately captured by the overseer of the plantation, and Anson was forced to participate in his public execution. Bad time for everybody. Marcus Moon's first brush with death was when his father forced him to stab his mother to death to prove a point. So, death is bad news for both of them because they live in a universe I created. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that's me. I'm gonna pass it over to Aunt Puppy.
Hi, I'm Aunt Puppy. I play Professor Daffodil Carrie Pembroke. She doesn't have any fancy titles except her ridiculous name. Her father's parents are dead, but they died before she was born. So she didn't really have to deal with that. And so she's never really dealt with like death in a healthy manner. But she did have
She's
to
still
deal
not.
she did have to deal with the death of her boyfriend through her own fault. So she's been coping super well by just pretending it didn't happen and ignoring everything. So
That's mm,
That's healthy.
yeah, super healthy.
And
super
necromancy. And
Yeah.
necromancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
necromancy.
Yeah. She's definitely not accepting that he is fully dead. He's not quite dead yet. So is what she's basically just repeating in her head is that, you know, she's going to figure out a way to bring him back. So she's coping super well with the first death in her life. So,
Oh.
you know, she's doing great. So I think I'm last, so I'll give it back to Aaron.
Alrighty.
No one tell Micah all of this.
What?
No one tell Micah. Micah's the one sitting here like, damn, I just okay.
So,
I can't help but think Micah might cut Anson some slack if he told her a little bit about his life.
Maybe a little.
Just a skosh. Just a smidge.
Maybe.
Smidgen.
Anywho, when last we saw our heroes, through a unholy combination of magic and technology, our heroes developed a ritual which would allow them to locate the books that they've been trying to track down, which may or may not have the ability to rip walls between reality. Meanwhile, Larry and Orpheus went to go find Dale King, who they found in the midst of a tryst which was interrupted by a summoned deep spawn. That encounter led everyone to realize that Dale was not, in fact, the mastermind behind these thefts, and our heroes then went to confront Regina Danvers. During that confrontation, some weird noise started. Deep spawn were discovered to be roaming the buildings. Regina Danvers was killed, but not before telling the heroes that they were too late to stop what had been put in motion. More or less direct quote. So our heroes are currently searching the building to find the books, kill Deep Spawn. Hopefully do so before Orpheon shows up and gets his own hands on the books. And Muse is unique in being in position to realize that the music is building to a crescendo. Speaking of Muse, it is your turn.
Oh, you.
What?
Wait,
Oh.
didn't I also figure that out?
Oh, no, you're right. Orpheus did as well.
Okay. I just want to make sure I was remembering correctly.
Yeah. Muse, you are on the first floor in the workout room. You are fairly certain that as you get, well, based on feeling icky, that the source of your icky feelings is below you.
I also saw Babel run past, didn't I?
Did you?
Pretty sure. There's a window
Like,
right here.
You were
Right, yes, you did look out the window and see Babel run down, well, back into the building, and you probably even heard him go thump, 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 thump down the stairs. So.
Yep. Cool. Let's just... I'm just gonna go try to teleport to where he is.
Do you have a way to know exactly where he is, or are you blind?
No, I'm going off of sound.
Straight down? Oh, you're trying to go off sound? Give me a perception check.
Sure. I realized the one thing we didn't buy with my points.
That in bonus to hearing-based perception tests?
Yeah.
Do you still have any points, or are you spent?
I don't know.
You need to borrow a couple points. I can give you some.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you'll probably have some XP after this episode, so.
Sure, if I don't get murdered. Oh, that's a horrible roll.
That sure
15.
is.
And I'm kind of drowning out from all the noise around me, so no, that's fine.
You also still have a -2.
That's factored in, thankfully.
Yeah. Okay, so if you want, you can just blind teleport straight down a floor.
Yeah, let's do that. I've been doing it so far.
You have.
What's the worst that happens?
You don't really want an answer to that, do you?
No, I don't.
All right, so you blind teleport and end up
Okay.
on top of an SUV.
Okay.
Uh,
I still see that man over there.
You sure do. You see a puddle of goo.
Yeah.
That is melting into a water puddle.
Yeah.
And yes, I believe you can just barely see the edge of the Orphean's coat.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
His head pivots though as soon as you appear.
Bill,
So, what would you like to do, Muse?
I would like to get off the SUV so I can see a little better. Seeing deep spawn in him, and that's a really hard choice of what do I want to hit first.
I mean, the deep spawn closest to you is goo.
No, that one.
Oh yeah, there is another deep spawn about 30 feet past you.
Uh-huh.
Alex, you might want to switch us over to the Roll20 view.
You know what? Let's see if he responds.
That's fair.
Do I need to start by attacking you, or is that deep spawn also going to try to eat you?
It's no friend of mine.
Okay.
I should
Yeah.
probably move another camera down there to see where you are.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking around.
Cool.
There we are. Nice. Let me make
How,
sure it's in window, in frame. Yeah, it's in frame.
Yeah, is my Roll20 updated?
It should be.
Okay. I just don't see the area effect.
Oh, I may have forgot to actually include that because
Yeah.
I was just updating like power ranks.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, fine. You tell me, how wide is that area effect?
I mean, by default, area effects are 30 feet.
Cool. So if I center it here, it'll hit the deep spawn and him.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the plan.
Okay.
I don't like him.
All right.
Correct, nerd.
So, want to
I
tell us
don't even
what
know what
happened?
instrument I have out right now. I don't remember.
I don't either.
Piano keyboard tie.
It could be. No, it's a. We're gonna go with easy. It's a lyre.
You're not gonna mock him with a violin?
A player and a liar too.
He didn't have a violin. He had a. Did he have a violin? No, he had a.
He had a
Those are
harp.
smashed.
He had
Oh,
a
He
harp.
had a harp.
That's right. It was a harp.
Well, he wasn't planning to mock.
It's
him
like a
with
violin
steps.
with more steps.
He had
Isn't
a
a
harp. Now
lyre
he's
just a
some broken
mini harp
dreams.
though? Or am I getting that mixed up
Basically,
in my head?
yeah,
The
no, you-
lyre is a type of harp. It's a square rectangle thing.
Yeah. So like, I already am mocking him by default. I'm just going with ease of convenience though.
So your area effect is rank 10 because your power rank 10.
Yippee!
So it's a DC 20 dodge for both him and the deep spawn. Deep spawn will fail, so it'll take full damage. The Orphean
Fail.
will also fail, so will also take full damage. So the deep spawn must make a DC 25 toughness save.
User, are you planning on telling us that you think where it is in the basement?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll get there.
Sure.
So the deep spawn is going to be gooped,
Yippee!
and the Orphean, it will bounce off of his magical force field.
Damn it. And then I will lean into the comms.
You want to tell us what happens?
A big burst of fire go boom.
Okay.
Mike is not going for pizzazz right now. Mike is going for I want this over with. I feel sick.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, Michael will lean into the comms. It's in the basement. It's getting louder. Orphean's down here. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Hate him.
You can't.
I can't.
Um,
You sound confident.
Did you just say that into the mic, by the way, that you're going to kill him?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of that not really serious, but tired, fed up, but you know.
Yeah.
It's like when you're annoyed and you say, I'm going to kill someone.
He will literally say, you can't. I've tried.
You've tried. Want to elaborate on that?
No.
Wish Anson was here. Him too.
All right. So I have 2 deep spawn who are not currently on a map, who are going to bloopy bloop. They're going to step from one water portal to another.
Bloop.
Because they can do that.
Yep.
Man, if only we had a ShamWow.
And now it is the Orphean's turn.
Oh, great.
Who, just looks at you, kind of recoils from the fire, and just like, yes, I've tried. However, I can share that gift with you.
Crap, and I was just about to say you should consider yourself lucky that he's not interested in you.
Does he feel like being anything loose, anything at all kind? No, I don't think he does.
I don't see any reason why he would.
No.
We don't like each other.
Jemmy,
Hey.
you can give me a DC 28 will.
Oh, that'll end great with my minus what now?
Well, you're impaired
Yep.
and you're at -5.
Cool. Let me just roll you a d20.
Okay.
Just not 20 it. You got this.
That's not that 20. It's a 9.
Ah, a 9, you say?
Yeah.
So that would be a fail by 19.
Yeah.
You have a hero point?
Yeah.
You want to spend it?
I feel like I probably should. I feel like it's less of a do you want to spend it and more like a hey, go spend that.
I mean, you won't die if you don't spend it.
Well, we didn't do much better.
No, you
You
didn't.
get an early nap time if you don't spend it.
I think we're still getting an early nap time.
Someone want to do math for me and tell me what 28 minus 12 is?
I can give that
16.
to you
16.
instantly. That's 16.
16.
We're still going to an early nap time.
Sure are.
Yeah.
Muse. Out of the Orphean's hands, or actually, no, he just is singing. He
Yep.
a note that rips through your soul. Quite literally.
Yeah.
And you are incapacitated.
Awesome.
Say he'll take a move action.
Ooh, can I take a move action?
You can fall.
I'm talking about me as player.
I think falling's a free action.
Falling is a free action.
Just like crying.
Yeah, but you took this fall as a reaction, so it's kind of different.
Babel, kill that man for me.
Babel, you're up.
Hey, I got a turn. Cool. Down the steps I go. Oh,
Babel, you open the door and you see the Orphean.
excuse me, Fallout Boy. Looking for something.
You must be with them.
Yeah. Are you the one doing this? The ritual thing?
No, I'm here to get something and leave. Your
All
friend
right. Well, excuse me. I'm going to
is
deal with the ritual
over
thing.
there, and he gestures behind his shoulder. You might want to check on them and see if they're still alive.
Why wouldn't they be alive?
I ripped his soul from his body.
Put it back.
Oh,
I'll
I
walk
didn't.
over and pick up Muse. You didn't what?
I mean, if you go over to him, Muse is unconscious but is not dead.
Excellent. You did good, little guy. And I'm going to walk Muse back to safety. Set Muse down in the stairwell.
Where? Just ping.
I'll move him.
Oh,
Right there.
Boop.
Where he won't get hit by any rampaging deep ones or area effect attacks.
through the doorway. Ooh, my internet hit up.
Is that all you're doing?
Okay, I think internet hiccup. I'm back.
Okay.
There, perfect. Yep. Look at Orphan. All right, buddy. So, where's the ritual taking place at?
I haven't figured that out yet. I'm looking for it myself.
Jamie, you had a detector that you just knocked unconscious.
Huh. All right. This will be a fun tag team. You're with me, him. Let's go find it. And eeny meeny.
I feel the need to ask, did Babel forget that the Orphean wants the books for his own purposes? Or does Babel just not
No,
care?
hasn't forgotten.
Okay.
Eh,
Had to ask.
whatever. Rips open. More worried about the ritual getting completed first. Problem A than problem B. So yeah. I'll give the Orphean the nod to go. Let's go find it. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
It's the weirdest Babel turn ever.
Yeah, that's a bizarre one.
I think Babel's the
Very
epitome
Babel.
of never let them guess your next move.
Yeah.
You couldn't possibly know what I'm going to do next. I don't know what I'm going to do next.
Babel,
I did.
you
Yes.
will, after your turn, you hear a swashing sound as coming up out of the puddle to your south is another deep spawn. Unfortunately, coming through a portal is their full round action, so that's all he's doing, but... Which takes us back to the second floor, or third floor.
Where trouble is afoot.
The deep spawn that is directly in Marcus's line of sight is going to reach out and touch you.
I would prefer that they did not.
I'm sure. Will a 22 strike Marcus?
Yeah.
Okay. So it lashes out at you with a claw. I need a DC 23 toughness save.
Ouch. I have one bruise from our previous engagement, so here we go.
I think it's actually still technically the same engagement.
Yeah, but it's been a week for Alex, not for Marcus.
Hey, for Marcus, it's been 12 seconds.
Yeah, I get a 15 versus a 23, so I will go ahead and take the bruise and daze for that.
Okay. He will then attempt a fast grab.
Oh yeah, they keep doing that. Stop doing that.
However, I don't think an 11 will hit.
No. My distortion field activates at the last moment and just puts me a little bit out of reach.
So just because of their size, even though he misses the grab, he still scrapes you with the claws.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Carrie.
Harry is going to. So how many? This is 5 floors.
The building, yes.
So she's got one camera on the 3rd floor. She's going to deploy a camera. She's going to send the rest of the Brady Bunch to the other floors to see if they can do any scans on the rest of the floors. And then she is physically going to leave the van to go to Muse.
Okay. All right, so
I'm assuming the deploying of the drones would count as the action, and then me moving will be whatever my move speed is in my hover chair.
yes, let me pull up your updated character sheet. Because I don't have you on the group character sheet at the moment. All right, yes. So your drones are a summon effect. So yes, that
Okay.
would be your standard action to summon the rest of the drones.
Okay.
And then yes, you could take a move action. Your wheelchair can move 60 feet per round.
Okay.
So first let me go ahead and copy out the rest of your drones. They're currently on the 3rd floor. I'm gonna have to zoom in because there's a whole lot of stuff right there, and I don't feel like copying the wrong thing.
Aaron, where did you source this map from, though? It is really cool. I didn't get to say that last week.
I do. I don't remember off the top of my head. I will get an answer to you by the break because I do have. Oh, TC Modern is who it was comes from.
I am currently blocking it.
Well, it's on every floor, but
Oh,
all right. So let me go ahead and toss a drone up on the roof. Ooh, that actually is going to matter. Because the drone on the roof is going to show you some stuff.
that's what I was kind of hoping.
Do you want me to move the camera down there, Aaron?
Yeah, you might want to.
Is the roof the very bottom?
The roof is the very bottom.
Okay.
Although I don't think I have a stream camera there.
Not yet.
Let me do that too. You know, I love all of the different things I can do with dynamic lighting and vision in Roll20. It does, however, make it a little challenging for streaming.
Yeah, no worries.
Boop, there's the stream camera.
Oh no, what's she doing here? Oh, I hate
Wait.
that bitch.
Is it so?
It's not Sophie. No, it's not Sophie.
All right, so you're gonna send one camera up onto the roof where it will show that there are 3 deep ones or deep spawn and a woman in black skin tight leather with fire and horns. I'm assuming you're just sending the drones crashing through the windows for the other floors.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever will get them in there the fastest. I mean, hopefully, well, I guess she's assuming that they're people's homes, but it's kind of like,
Well, she might be mistaken about that, actually.
yeah, she's kind of hoping, like, she's kind of assuming that there are people there, but is like, also like, I just need to know if there are people there to know if I need to start evacuating. So she cares, but she like cares only like this much about whether or not she breaks property.
Well, is that drone that one on the GM layer or is that token layer? That's token layer. You can see it.
Didn't Carrie discover that there's nobody else? It's just sound machines, or is that something we learned?
I think that might be something you guys learned off camera.
Okay.
Yeah. No, because I rolled real shitty on my drone's perception. So
Yeah.
my drone knew that floor 3 was cold.
Yep. Okay. You should be able to have drones pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so where, I mean, where's the stairs to get to the basement?
They're around the back,
Around the
although
back.
from where you are on the floor, you would also realize you could probably just go down the ramp of the parking garage.
Okay, that's what I was like. I could, because it's all dark. I'm like, I can't really tell like where the entrance, and I didn't want to just start moving her aimlessly around.
Yeah, I mean, it would occur to you that you could just go down the drive
Yeah,
into the garage.
Yeah, she would go whatever the quickest way to get down there would be.
That's definitely going to have the least amount of weaving in and out and waiting for elevators or trying to find stairwells or.
That works. Okay, so is that over to the left where the tree is?
Yep.
Is that what that space is? Okay. So how far can I go?
12 squares.
I can't zoom in too far or my computer freaks out, so I have to measure first. It legitimately hates.
Measure twice, roll once.
Well, apparently I can't even measure, so right now she's just gonna hang out there for a hot second.
Here, you can get to the entrance of the parking garage, which I'm then going to bilocate you onto the lower level as well, so that you
Okay.
can see into.
Perfect. And my drones, I'm assuming my drone's turn will just be at the same time my turn is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you currently have a token on both the garage basement level and the first floor.
Okay. Yeah, my computer is
scary. There's not two.
Okay. Yeah, my computer's freaking out right now.
It's a lot of map. Well, I can't blindly have her do what she was doing because you have a drone up there so that can see her. So the woman in the black leather, who, you've got expertise magic, right?
Me?
Yeah.
See?
Why don't you give me a expertise? Trying to think if magic's going to be the right one. Yeah, expertise magic, but it's going to be at a -3 because she's not super well known.
Okay, but is she voodoo based?
She is not.
Damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay, so magic. You said -2? Mother fuck. Is that 14?
So you would recognize her by name, you just don't know her story. This is the Hell Queen. She is a magical-based villain who was a nemesis of Captain Thunder.
Oh shit.
Hey, can we get a photo?
Oh, sure. You absolutely can. I've got one in Roll20 for you. In fact,
Please? Please.
Well, Carrie
Jemmy,
is hoping
Jemmy,
to
I
give
think
me-
this is a thirst thing that's going on.
No, I'm normal.
Jemmy, do you need some water, Jemmy?
I'm out of water, actually. I drank it all.
Yeah, now you're gonna dehydrate.
We need to get Jemmy a little squirt bottle. And we just no.
I mean,
Hey,
look.
ma'am. Hey, sorry. Sorry, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Sorry. Hey.
You should all be able to see her now.
And the people at home should be able to see her as well. Let me make
One
sure
chance.
she's not.
One chance.
Yeah.
One chance, madam. One chance.
You're unconscious.
This isn't about Micah.
You also blew your chance the first time.
Yeah,
This
Warden,
isn't
Blew your
about
chance
Micah.
the first time. and
Warden
the
Maximus
subsequent
says
5, you
hydrate.
called her ma'am.
Damn it. Leaking.
It is worth noting, in case the art doesn't always sell it, because it doesn't, but she does have a presence of 9 and the attractive advantage.
One chance, madam. One chance. One chance.
One opportunity to see everything you ever wanted.
That's everything I ever wanted right there.
All right, Jemmy just lost a hero point.
one.
It's for the best.
Okay, you don't have any.
Yeah, Jemmy doesn't have one. Is that negative hero points?
She doesn't get her refresh hero point next week.
Right. Welcome to Hero Point Credit.
Yep. All right. Anywho,
I can take out
so
loans.
your drone would notice that the Hell Queen, standing on the roof, seems to be concentrating for a second, and then vanishes in a puff of brimstone.
Shit.
So since Carrie took her tablet, has her tablet with her, she'll
Uh-huh.
be seeing all this happening, and she will relay that information to, and will basically just say shit as she's trying to wheel her way to Muse to see if she can heal her.
Hover.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess she would, yeah, because she didn't have to take any stairs, so she would still just be hovering. Or she didn't-
Babel.
Hover her way.
Babel.
Yep.
What sort of sensory abilities do you have?
Got Mark 1 eyeballs. My mom says I look pretty handsome and can smell real well. And I got normal fingies. So that's about it.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I can fail that. Hold on.
Babbo, I think you were describing Gator Man just now.
I have a very perceptive character. This is not him. Is it the 4 or the 19? Let's find out. It's the 19. I got a 25.
Oh yeah.
That's great. So two things. First of all, you do hear a kind of a displacement of air sound and get a whiff of sulfur from the other side of the wall to the east from you.
Shit, I don't even know where he's at.
The other thing is I realized that at the start of your turn, I did not have you make a will save against the horrible brown noise.
Oh, sure. I'll take a -5, whatever you need. Hold on.
Not a -5, just -2.
If you fail.
Oh,
As the person who's been
22.
suffering from that plus a -5.
You're fine.
does Carrie need to do that too? Now that she's actually in.
You're not actually in the building yet.
Oh,
so
okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm still unconscious. I can use the bathroom with no consequences.
You sure can.
See y'all in a second and get more water.
Is that how that works?
All right. So those deep spawn who are there, he's gonna chill out. The deep spawn on the second floor or third floor, the other side, on the other side of Marcus,
Yep.
is gonna punch through the wall towards Orpheus.
That is rude.
Sure is. It's not like deep spawn are friendly. Oh, that might miss. I'm assuming a 12 will miss Orpheus.
I don't know. Will that hit me?
According to this sheet, yes.
Then it will hit me.
You really have a dodge parry of 0. You
I'm
have
not a fighter. I'm a musician.
You have a parry of 1. Okay.
Damn.
I do have some questions though. Wouldn't it take his action to actually punch the wall first? And if not, does it take a penalty for attacking blind?
He's not attacking blind. He knows you're there. I will give you the toughness of the door as an addition to your toughness.
Okay.
So Babel, would you be
I
so
meant blind in the fact that he can't see me.
Huh?
I meant blind in the fact that he can't see me. He could know I'm there, but
No,
There's a
no,
wall
he
between-
has senses that penetrated through the walls. Like he had he didn't see you with his eyes, but he has an acute sense that can tell him there's a person right here.
gotcha. Deuce, you want to roll that 4 for my toughness?
You get a +4 to his toughness. So
So +4 to this. A trial. 16.
I got a 20.
No, that's with the +4.
No, that's
No.
a +4.
That checks.
So 16. So that is
Yep.
a fail by 7.
Bruised and dazed.
Bruised and dazed. How fast is your regeneration again?
I don't know. Deuce, how fast is my regeneration?
It's not on your roll 20 sheet.
You,
It just
Oh.
says regeneration.
Oh,
Oh no, regeneration 10 every round. Okay. So you'll lose a bruise when it gets around to your turn. Oh, and I guess that deep spawn's also going to try to grab because he can.
rude.
Yep. Ooh. That is a 23 to grab Orpheus, which we know will
Yep,
hit.
that'll grab you.
Deuce, want to give me a strength check against a DC of 18?
sure. There's a 6.
Okay. Orpheus is hindered and immobilized. Or no, not hindered and immobilized. Fucking grab rules.
Immobilized and defenseless.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Hey, I almost got to act this turn.
You still get to act. You're just, you can't move and your defenses are 0. But you could still attack.
Exactly.
Like you could still attack whoever is near you. You just can't move.
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
can the musician attack?
I hope so.
No.
What was your plan when we came up here?
I was just I thought the books were up here, not a dozen.
Pissed off monsters.
Yeah.
Marcus, you're
My
up.
plan this turn was to run down into the basement. That ain't happening anymore.
I mean, you can try to make a strength check to break free.
I
You're
rolled
right,
the
I
4, so
could.
the next one has to be the 19.
That's
He doesn't have improved hold. So
that's good news.
it's still only a DC 18. You could make that. There's a 20
Sure.
on every die.
It's selective.
And yeah,
right?
I could have made
Yeah.
the save to not pass out from the ripping my soul from my body, but that didn't happen.
I mean, you could have.
Yeah,
There's
there's a
chose not to.
there's a bunch of these fellers up here with us, so I'm gonna raise my my arcade suppression device.
Uh-huh.
I rack the stock of it, and I'm gonna center the Thanatos desiccation field around me to hit the deep ones in a 30-foot radius. It is selective.
Okay.
Thank you.
I assume it also being a Thanatos death field probably doesn't affect objects, so Carrie's camera's fine.
Right.
Um,
And it's a rank 8 area of effect. I was just giving you the DC, so it's an 18 dodge and a 23 damage.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out whether or not. Okay, the one on the other side of the hall is outside of your range, but Carrie can see it. You can't.
I accept that.
But there's 4 that are in range. So.
Oh, good. I only see 3 in range.
Really?
Yeah, the
I
one
see 4.
next to me, this one, and this one.
Oh, there's one over a little further out, away
cool.
from. But
Got a secret bonus deep spawn.
Well, he
but
can
he's still in your room, so
he can cop it too. Get it?
okay. So 4 dodge saves
Yes, please.
first against a DC 18.
Yes, please.
Succeed, critically succeed.
Damn.
Fuck.
That was a
These
waste of
guys.
20.
They ate their
Um,
Dagonos this morning.
Yeah, apparently. All right, so they're all going to succeed. So what's the?
It'll still be damage 19 since they
Damage 19?
succeeded. Or
Is
it'll
it
be
against
damage
anything
4,
weird?
DC 19.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Damage 19
assume-
would be dope.
I was gonna say I assumed you didn't have a damage 19 effect. Yes. Sorry. Is it against anything weird or is it just against straight?
It's just
toughness?
against toughness.
Okay. All right. So 4 toughness saves against the 19. starting with the one who is currently grappling, or no, didn't grapple you.
Right. Tried to grab
Fail?
me, didn't succeed.
The one grappling Orpheus will
Whoop.
fail a lot. The one that you can't see that is down the hall from Orpheus will succeed. The one behind you will fail.
Ooh.
So tell us what happens to the 3 deep spawn who fail.
Are they minions, or they just get bruised?
They're minion.
Oh, cool.
When you were fighting one of them, he wasn't a minion, but there's
Gotcha.
enough of them that these guys are minions.
So yeah, Marcus raises the arcade suppression device. It sort of looks like an assault rifle, but it's for the Saturday morning cartoon. And it emits this sort of sickly green wave of energy out from him that hits the deep spawn, and they begin to bubble and boil and entropy and just reduce down into ooze and goo.
That's unpleasant.
Maybe it'll make them think about coming after us.
Hey, Orpheus, good news.
I'm no longer grappled.
You are no longer grappled.
I will look at Orpheus and say, "Go, get out of here. I will cover your retreat."
Marcus, do you want to take a move action?
I'm dazed, so I'll just hang out.
Marcus, do you want your days to drop off?
I do want my days to drop off, as a matter of fact.
Great, give me a will save too.
Oh, I still
'cause-
have my my variable
Oh, you have your
immunity
immunity
to.
mental effects. Right. Okay.
I've got fancy earplugs. But yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. The one on that floor is not doing anything. Carrie, give me a perception check.
Okay. I was like moving shit around and I was not paying attention. I was not prepared for my turn.
You failed your real life perception check. Oh man.
I did indeedy. A 30.
Okay. You hear a kind of wet thwop, thwop, thwop sound
Huh.
as 3 large, fleshy, wet creatures leap off the building and land on the sidewalk behind you.
Oh, cool, because I'm not super vulnerable or anything. Cool. Dope.
They didn't survive it. You're fine. They landed really hard.
No, they all survived just fine. Orpheus, you're up.
In knowing that the sound is building to a crescendo, was I able to locate it down in the basement?
I believe Muse said that it's down in the basement too, didn't?
Yeah, she passed
You
along.
did say
it's down
that.
in the basement.
You said it over the intercoms, and I have firmly established I cannot get the intercoms to work.
Got it. So the sound is not coming up from the basement. What Muse was sensing had more to do with the source of the books. So it's not really something you can hear. So if you did not hear Muse say that, probably
And I
not,
have no idea where it is.
but you would have heard it, or no, you wouldn't have heard. Maybe Marcus could have told you that Muse.
Marcus said go downstairs. I would say, why? What's downstairs?
Okay. There you go.
Oh, I thought your plan was to go downstairs. Muse is in trouble.
Okay. Brandon's plan is to go downstairs if Orpheus can figure out that he needs to go downstairs.
Okay. There you go.
And so yeah, I'm assuming I'll have to double move to get down to the basement.
You don't have enhanced movement of any sort, correct?
Oh, and I am actually, this is before we do that. Would regeneration take care of the dazed or the bruised first? I thought I went with the worst thing first.
The dazed would go away first.
Okay. So, yep, I've got normal move. I can double move, but
Well, except that regeneration happens at the end of your turn. So the days would drop off at the end of your turn. And then
Oh,
it would
it's the end of the turn?
bruise. Yeah, regeneration is end
Okay.
of turn.
and what does dazed do?
You can move or take a standard.
So
You can't
I
run.
guess I've got a single move.
Yep. Let me do some real fast It looks like you can get into the hallway or to the stairs on what is effectively the first floor, not all the way down to the basement off a single move.
Oh, that's where I'll go.
All right. I will move you into the hallway on the first floor, or the stairwell on the first floor. Just moving you through walls. Because, I can do that. And I'm going to bilocate you so that you're actually both on the first floor and in the basement, so that it's easier to move you.
Gotcha.
When it gets around to your turn.
And then Deuce, you want to roll that 4 for my will save?
Sure. Do. 16.
Orpheus
Think
is
that'll fit. Is it a total of 16 or did you roll a 16?
Total of 16.
So you rolled the 4. Got it.
7.
Okay, I'm impaired.
You
awesome.
Do have luck.
What?
Oh, you can't use your luck on yourself, can you?
No.
You do have, it looks like 3 hero points.
I do not. You just didn't take them last game.
Ah, okay.
So that was a super awesome turn for me.
I mean, you're closer to all sorts of stuff.
I guess that's true.
And that deep spawn isn't going to do anything. Takes us to round 4. Muse is unconscious. The deep spawn on that floor are not doing anything because they have no reason to yet. Or wait, is one of those the ones that moved down to the second floor? Oh no, they're both the ones that moved on to down to the not second floor, third floor. All right, so Marcus, that deep spawn that you couldn't quite see is going to step into view.
That's fair.
And is coming towards you.
I understand having big feelings.
I mean, you did dupe his friends.
Yeah. Marcus will make a note that they have a social hierarchy that includes friendship.
They have not almost human intelligence.
Yeah, Marcus does know. Deep ones are different where he comes from.
They have a -1 to intelligence, but that's not animal level. That's
that's
Floridian.
Floridian.
That checks out.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Apologies to our Floridian fans.
Yeah.
Florida man, don't come for me. I'm sorry.
He is going to use, because he's really unhappy about you turning his friends into goo. He is going to use 2 points of the power attack maneuver.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Will a 16 hit?
No.
Okay.
He missed because of the power attack.
Lucky you.
Whew.
That one had already gone. One of them had already come tearing through the walls on the other side, so he's going to follow, but he can't quite reach you.
I'm just a silly guy.
So there are 2 more deep spawn kind of directly facing you, but the Orphean is up.
Babel will mention to him, dashboard of confessional. You smell that over there? Sulfur, wind, terrible things.
More focusing on there. And he points towards the door that is just a little bit past him towards the stairwell.
He won't be for a second. Or in a second.
So he's going to take a step forward and attempt to open the door and make a will save. rolls well on the will save, so he will pull his hand back as runes on the door handle flare up. At a guess, what we are both looking for is behind this door.
Oh, convenient.
Babel, you're up.
Excuse me, fish person. That door?
Uh-huh.
Got it. Let's try and smash through the wall.
The wall directly into the side of you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Doors are warded, walls often are not.
Fair.
And just put my whole butt behind it. Why not?
All right.
Take a step back, brace, throw a haymaker.
You can do it. Put your ass into it.
That's right.
I have to ask, does Babel have a good ass or not?
I mean,
It's not America's ass, but
He is father daddy, so
blessed be.
may not be America's ass, but it could be heaven's ass.
it is definitely not heaven's ass.
It's Old Testament tight. So, punch a wall.
Yep. I'm just trying to figure out. Alex, off the top of your head, do you remember where the material toughness chart is?
Oh, not off the top of my head,
goes
but
through.
I do have the Deluxe Heroes Handbook pulled up, so I'll grab it real quick.
So I've got my.
I think it's on page 11, but let me double check.
Well, I appreciate all the work. I'm telling you, D20, 4s and 19s, man, it's the way to go.
Oh, that's the rank chart that's on page 11. Just kidding. Damaging objects.
I want to say the materials one is towards the end of the book.
Yeah, I think you're right. Reference tables 311.
I thought it was in like equipment and stuff, but it's not.
I thought it was too. Is it a stone wall?
The wall is stone. However, on the other side of it is the elevator.
Gotcha. I'd probably call it a 10 or 11.
Okay, yeah, we'll just call it a toughness 11. So,
Wrong side of the door.
do you want to make your attack against the toughness target number of 10 to critical it?
Ha-cha.
Well, Carrie's really glad she didn't take the elevator.
All right, so that becomes a critical. So DC 30 against its toughness of 11.
I feel like Carrie can just like faintly see it over the edge of and she's like, "Oh shit, I'm really glad I didn't take the elevator."
I fail by 2, so that is enough to put a person-sized hole into this wall.
Hell yeah. I was pretty close. Reinforced concrete is 8, steel is 9, so I think the two of them together is 11 is fine.
Yeah, that works.
It's on page 244 for people who want to know in the Deluxe Heroes Handbook.
Light.
Babel will take a step back, pull his hand back, and when he swings it forward, shadows swirl around his hand, and a black battering ram forms around his hand. He crashes through the wall and goes, knock, knock.
Wait, 1
Oh, you
second.
didn't do a Three's Company? Come on, knock on our door.
Because I had them all as one image. And obviously there's multiple walls that need to be accounted for now because you didn't shatter all of the walls.
I mean, okay.
Okay. So, you should now be able to see into the elevator shaft
Got it.
because there's no longer a wall there.
Take a step forward with my move action. And sure, why not? Extra effort. Not that wall. This one.
Okay.
Skadoosh.
Yep.
New wall. Who dis?
All right. So you will shatter that wall as well. However, I am going to need you to give me a will save.
Oh yeah, I can do those.
Oh, really?
I'm going with an 8. 16. That's higher than an 8.
Okay. So that is a fail by 9. So take a bruise and a daze of just unholy damage as the wall was in fact warded, but you did manage to shatter it. You just hurt yourself in the process. As you tear down that or shatter a hole in that wall, you will see a large bank of computers, like a mainframe.
Mhm.
You will also see a laptop computer sitting on top of it that is wired into it. And next to that laptop computer, there is a scanner that has, well, actually, there are 3 scanners that have books sitting face down on top of them.
Okay, Carrie knows this is a really terrible idea.
Whatever it is, it's not as terrible as Babel touching the books.
That is, however, even with extra effort, that is the end of your turn, Babel.
100%.
Carrie.
Well, she's gonna keep scooting. So however far she can scoot to come around.
From where you're currently at.
Problem is you can't stealth because I put a baseball card in your spokes.
The hover
Good
chair.
good thing she's hovering then.
It's just really weird that it still works. That's
Like an enchanted baseball card.
why does it keep doing that? There's not even doesn't even make sense.
And I feel like she just like stopped. She's like, what the fuck is that? And she just like, I'll
That's
figure
not
it
how
out
science
later.
works. I don't like it.
It looks like you can, in a single move action, get over to that computer.
Okay, that's what she would like to do because I'm so excited I finally get to use my new power.
Although there's going to be that issue that Orphean recognizes you.
Yeah, well, fuck Orphean.
I mean, he's a good-looking guy. All right, so yeah, you will take your move action to get over to the computers and books. And what would you like to do? What terrible plan are you about to enact?
She would like to use her dazzle power, and she would like to try and blow up the computers.
Okay. I need you to be very precise here. Which you need to pick one device to make blow up.
So you said there's 3 mainframes.
There is a mainframe, there is a laptop that is connected to the mainframe and also connected to 3 different scanners.
The laptop is connected to the scanners, or?
The laptop is connected to both scanners and the mainframe.
Then she is going to go for, because I know why you're asking me, because I assume one of the 3 of them is protected, but I've got to pick the right one.
I mean, it's also more just an issue of one of them is going to do something and the other one is not.
You can't pick the wrong answer if you pick all of them.
I mean, ideally, that's what she wants to. Well, doesn't need to blow up the scanners, but she definitely wants to blow up the laptop and the mainframe. But which do I do first? I'm gonna go with the laptop.
Okay.
I really would have liked it if you would have answered that while looking at the camera.
I am looking at all of the stuff I'm trying to keep track of.
Yeah, but then I could get like a small read on if I did a bad thing or a good thing.
I know that.
You did good study, buddy.
In the book I wrote about Carrie, this is how she blew up her lab. Well, how she kind of blew up her lab was trying to scan a magical book into her computer.
So just like old times.
Yeah.
All right.
It's one step to killing her boyfriend.
Where is your dazzle power?
So it's a perception power,
Uh-huh.
and it's it's only a DC 18.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But it's against fortitude.
Yep. Well, that's because that's the dazzle effect. The trying. We're kind of hand waving the fact that it blows something up. Honestly.
Yeah, it's like it's just like it overheats it turns it into a Samsung battery.
Yeah. I mean, on the other hand, you also do just have computer control.
That is true. I have master hacking, so I could
Yeah.
also.
All right.
Oh fuck! Why didn't I do that first?
No, I think that's actually all right. So here's how we're going to handle this. You are going to make a contested roll of technology
Okay.
against the expertise magic of the person who wrote this book.
Oh fuck me.
Or who set up the ritual. So.
Oh, that's better.
Oh.
Not the one who wrote the book, but the one who actually enacted the ritual. So let me pull up Regina Danvers' character sheet.
No.
Oh, trust me, that's much better than trying to stop the.
That is much, much better.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she's like just. I mean, she. Ugh.
All right, make your technology check.
I hate it here.
You do not hate it here.
Well, let me say that back. If it works, I love it here. If it doesn't work, I hate it here.
That is a 6 on the die for a total.
Ugh,
You got a hero point.
I know.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking shitting me? Oh, crap on a fucking cracker.
You want to use that hero point?
Ugh. So if I don't use the hero point, I can go fatigued and do it again?
Yes. If you feel like that's a better bet than the hero point reroll, sure.
So if that fails as well, can I use the hero point to try it again?
You can do it either way. You can do the hero point
on the-
reroll and then fatigue, or fatigue and then hero point reroll.
Yes, you could fatigue yourself to try again, and then if need be, use the hero point to re-roll that second attempt.
Yeah, no, I'll fatigue myself, and then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna, because Carrie knows how this ends, so Carrie would like it to end now.
Uh-huh. All right,
So,
so give me another
okay.
technology check.
Can I give myself a hydration point?
Yes, actually, you can. You probably shouldn't be able to, but and it's not hydration; it's moral support.
Yeah, I don't know how to make that not. I don't know how to make it so you can't give it to yourself, but it's cool.
I gave it to myself.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
I have like 70,000 points to use.
Give yourself a +2.
Okay. God damn it.
So that becomes a 22 with the hydration.
Are you kidding me? Ugh. Like literally the only thing Carrie can do, and she can't do it well.
I mean, you can do it well, but you're up against tough stuff right now.
It's a fucking snowballs all over again.
You want to go ahead and use
the hero point?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hero point. All
right, just re-roll it. I don't make another roll. You're still going against the 22. But that is
That's a 32, right?
That is a 32.
Yes.
All right. So you hack into this computer, and it takes you a few moments to parse the code. Your brain kind of shifts into hyper speed as you're just analyzing code and figuring this out. And you realize that at this point, the laptop itself is what is controlling the sound that is playing through the speakers. You are aware that the scanners were used to scan in the pages of the book.
Yeah.
The mainframes were used to analyze them and recompile them in the correct order and correct notes, and then to translate them into essentially into a MIDI file, which the laptop is currently playing connected to the two speakers that are embedded in the walls all throughout this building. What would you like this laptop to do?
Play Yakety Sax.
It has the controlled condition. You can give it a order to do what it should do. I like Warden's description of it.
Yeah, that's
like
basically what she wants to do. She's basically going to go in and, tell the scanners to stop, tell the music to stop playing, basically to shut down all connections to anything, and
Factory
basically,
reset.
yeah, well, not even that, because she's afraid that if she does that, that data could go somewhere. So she's going to attempt to kind of
So
basically
I will tell you this. You had to get this close because now that you're up here, you realize that this is not connected to any Wi-Fi or network connection of any sort.
Okay. That's what I was going to say. I was like, if it's connected to like the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, she's basically going to cut its connection to everything. And like it has no ability to connect to anything.
Yep.
But she doesn't want to lose the data. So she'll just basically, it's like as if she just like unplugged it in the middle of printing, essentially.
That makes total sense.
Still saved there, but it's stopped at the moment that it's at.
Okay. All right, so that is your action. You are fairly certain that this has stopped whatever ritual it is. Nobody is going to have to continue to make will saves against the sound. Although if you're currently under the affliction, you have to still recover from it.
Hey, can I take out the impaired from my unconscious body?
You can remove the impaired from your unconscious body, yes. You're still unconscious, but
When your turn is over.
My turn's been over for a while.
But it's got to be your next turn.
okay. So that is Carrie's action. Which brings us to the Hell Queen.
Yeah, Carrie will relay that information like that. She thinks that she's stopped it.
Hey, Hell Queen, if you need someone to die for you, I'm just saying.
You're already dead.
I'm not dead yet.
Not yet.
She can
She's
finish
only
the job if
mostly
she wants
dead.
to. I'd let her.
No,
I'd
the Hell Queen
apologize.
The Hell Queen almost certainly has other plans.
I'll just go ahead and close the character sheet for the Great Worm because that's not going to be an issue anymore.
Oh man!
Did you say the Great Worm?
I sure did.
Well, I'm glad that's not going to be a problem anymore.
Yeah, I'm super glad we didn't make it there. I freaking hate worms. They're so gross.
Yeah.
I think the Great Worm was probably WYRM and not WROM.
We'll see.
I don't think we will see. I think we stopped that.
Yeah, fuck the worms, man. Fuck the worms. Sorry to our worm fans. Just fuck worms. They're gross. They're so gross.
Florida man and worm people.
So the Hell Queen is going to take a move action to plop herself right there, standing on top of the mainframe.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And I was concerned that you were about to say.
She is going to look directly at the Orphean.
Oh, good.
And say, Trevor, did you want these? What a shame.
Burn them. Does she just burn them? That'd be so cool.
She is going to grab them and vanish in another puff of hellfire and sulfur.
Not quite. But oh.
Did she damage the computer? Did she damage the mainframes?
No. As soon as she teleports away, the Orphean screams just bloody. You cursed witch!
Definitely thought there was a different word he was going to use.
Calm down, Mudvayne. It's okay.
Gonna go ahead and take the Dagon off the map because they are all going to start flopping away.
I like the fact that she's based in fire and used water-based creatures to attack people. I appreciate that.
Keep them guessing. It's a great
Yeah.
way to be.
You think she was the one who sent the deep spawn?
I don't think despawn are from her.
Deep spawn had nothing to do with the Hell Queen.
You saying Dami Mommy doesn't like the Great Worm? I don't know about that.
Blech.
The Hell Queen simply saw an opportunity to piss off the Orphean.
God damn. Oh, she fine.
Marcus,
Yeah.
the deep spawn directly in front of you have just all went.
She took all 3 books, right? All 3 of them?
Yes.
I'll say in the comms, the deep spawn appear to have disapparated. Is everyone okay?
Muse is a little fucked up.
Vision.
Carrie's just like panting heavily after this aggressive like hacking and like, yeah, I think the only one down is Muse. Can you, well, do you have healing? You don't have healing.
Oh yeah, hold on, I got this.
I've
I'll
got
walk over.
I've got
Have a
first aid.
conversation while there's a really pissed off supervillain standing right in the middle of 3 of you.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He can wait a minute.
I'd like to think that I am going to make it down the stairs eventually.
You are. You're right after Marcus.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading downstairs.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the question is if Babel walks past him, is the Orphean going to stop him?
Well, it's not your. I'm staying
Oh.
as keeping us in initiative for now.
Oh,
Because
fair enough.
it feels like right now things could still very easily return to combat.
Yeah. So
I mean, Carrie was kind of just ignoring that he was there.
Yep. All right. So Marcus, you're going down the
Yep.
stairwell.
yep, I make 25 feet to the next level down. If you could
Right.
take me to the next level, then I'll take a double move to go as low as I can go.
I will take you all the way down the stairs next to where Orpheus is currently standing.
There we go.
There I go. There I go. There I go again.
Girls, what's my weakness? Man,
Man.
Worm people.
we're
Orpheus, you're up.
I am going to actually make it to the basement.
Yep.
Take a look around. So the Orphean is losing his shit. Muse is unconscious. Carrie is not in the van.
No.
Perry is standing there next to the mainframe next
Standing?
to
Ooh.
She's hovering.
There's a computer set up and no more noise and no more sound.
Uh-huh.
My assumption is that Carrie has the computer like kind of in, like she's holding it.
The laptop.
Is the Orphean
the
saying
laptop, yep.
anything? Is the Orphean saying anything right now in particular?
I mean, again, remember, combat rounds are all kind of abstract.
Yeah.
So as you come down the stairs, you can see just the flicker of the last bits of the portal, the closing, and you see the Orphean just screaming bloody murder. He has not yet stopped.
I look over to Carrie and say, "Was that the Hell Queen?"
And she just kind of looks and goes, yeah, I think so. She took the books.
Okay, that's bad, but not as bad as it could have been. And I'm going to make my way to hide behind a car.
She's also not going to like note that to anybody yet. She's going to tell the team at some point in time, but she does not want to make it known that she can obtain some of the pages of the book.
I'm just going to take advantage of how very, very distracted the Orphean is right now to
Yeah.
make myself scarce.
You want to give me a stealth check?
I really don't.
Confused about where if his brand is stealth of yelling across a parking lot and think, "Oh, now I'm gonna hide."
Well, I think the calling is a lost cause, but it's whether or not he can get himself back out of sight.
There's a 7, so 14.
Okay.
I feel like he just pops out, yells something, and then just like kind of tries to duck behind the door.
Is that the Hell Queen?
It's a question of whether or not the Orphean is going to notice or if he's just going to want to get out of there.
And there's no guarantee I'm not in my body, so he may not even recognize me at all. I don't know, but I'd like to try and prevent
Any chance of
finding
it?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to not find out right now.
Okay. So Orpheus has called out and then hidden behind a car. Muse is still unconscious. The
I also
Orphean,
didn't realize that I was calling out. I thought that she was closer to me than that.
yeah, no, you were quite a distance away. So the Orphean looks around with just a look of murder in his eyes.
Ooh, really hope he doesn't then go, well, I can take it out on the unconscious one.
I could have brought her back. Now I can't.
You gave it a hell of a
Like-
shot, guy.
Orpheus is literally biting his fist to not disagree.
And now we're going to go to break.
Listen, to be fair, it's none of our faults.
It's not our fault.
You
It's
can
not
convince
our
him.
fault.
You can try to convince him that after the break.
No, I'm gonna shoot him in the
I
face.
ain't convincing him of shit.
All right, we'll be back in just a couple minutes,
Bye, Florida man.
and we're on break. we're back.
And welcome back to episode 20 of Something in the Dark. We left off as our heroes managed to prevent the ritual from completing, which would have allowed Regina Danvers' followers to summon the Great Worm to our realm. The Deep Ones departed once the ritual had been destroyed, their mistress was killed, and the books were no longer on this plane of existence because the Hell Queen showed up, saw that the Orphean wanted the books, and said, oh, I'll take those. Bye.
Hard no.
And we left off as the Orphean was, well...
Throwing a shit fit.
Dramatically monologuing.
Because he's, from his point of view,
It's our fault.
he had a chance to rescue her. And
if we just stay in this moment right now, Carrie is definitely not dead.
And you're a part of why he wasn't able to get those books.
Harry, you're not defenseless and
stretch.
unconscious.
What was that, Brandon?
I said, that's a stretch.
Actually, if Babel hadn't knocked the walls down, the Hell Queen would have had no way to teleport over and grab the books. The ritual would have been completed, but he could have taken the books and left and let you guys deal with the Great Worm.
I'm happy with this trade.
So,
Oh God, and I've already punched it. Oh crap.
so as I said, from his point of view, you are to blame. He is going to,
Should I start making the backup character dead?
maybe, he is going to move back and away from you.
I'm going to follow.
Fine.
I know.
That still puts you straight in the cone.
I'm completely fine with that.
Oh, I am dead. Oh, I'm so dead.
And he lets out a note that could shatter bone, glass, rip flesh,
Yeah, Dad.
and I'm going to need Babel, Carrie, Muse, and the mainframe
Oh fuck.
to first make me a dodge save if you can.
Super
my
glad I'm at the top
God.
of the stairs.
Which the mainframe and Muse cannot. But Carrie and Babel can make an attempt. We are
Well, I
looking.
mean, Carrie's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place and also in a wheelchair.
You still have a dodge. Not a very good one, but you have a
It's
dodge.
not.
You don't have the immobile condition. You probably should. We should probably give you the immobile condition, and then, but your wheelchair can move. But I'm gonna allow it as just so. A DC 23 dodge save for those of you who are able to attempt to get out of the way.
Did you just say a detail? What did you say was the dodge?
23.
I can't make that.
Okay, well then don't bother. Babel, can you
Yeah,
make?
I'd have to. Even if I got a nat 20, it'll still only be 22.
Well, nat 20 is
Nat 20 is a success, though.
Oh my God, that's literally my only option.
Hey, go for it.
You could just skip ahead to the DC 28
No.
toughness.
No,
Toughness.
Carrie got an 11.
It's a toughness save.
Oh,
Well,
Well, no, I really need to ask. My force field is part of my magic, and my magic is required to be played.
Mhm.
Which means I don't have my force field, do I?
Mm-mm.
So what's our DC?
you said it's a toughness save.
Yep, it is a DC 28 toughness save.
Oh,
So-
cool. I can't make that, and I'm
You-
unconscious.
Muse, I am going to give you a +5 because you do have wall between you.
What? No,
You at least have door.
is the door's open?
I'll give you a +2 for part of the door.
Okay, cool. Oh my god. You use your hero. You don't have one.
No. Carrie does not have one, and Carrie rolled a 1.
A 4 total.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mhm.
only a, no, that's a fail
Mhm.
by. That's a fail by. Ooh,
Mhm.
So failed by
Oh
20
no.
points.
luck it.
Fuck.
Say,
Fuck.
Orpheus and
Fuck.
what can apply here?
Orpheus is in the middle of an existential crisis that he can only have for about half a
Fuck.
second.
My unconscious body's pretty good at tanking, I guess. The problem is that I'm still unconscious.
Yeah.
Which doesn't that mean like I'm basically one hit from death?
It means that you are going to acquire the dying condition. You're not dead, but dying.
Cool. Cool. Hey, at least I didn't fail by anything worse than 6.
So is Orpheus able to give her a luck reroll?
Yep.
It,
He's
y-
gonna
it,
make
re- it doesn't matter. I mean, I would have to roll a nat 20 in order for it to work.
It's a matter of how
Degrees
bad
matter.
you
Okay.
fail not to die.
Right, yeah.
Degrees will matter. So
I'm just gonna play just a really strong power chord. As inspiration, give her a luck point to re-roll, and have effectively just announced my presence and location to the Orphean.
You sure have. So-
Here's hoping he doesn't recognize Eurydice.
So Carrie, you got a 19.
Correct.
So that is only a fail by 4. That's just another bruise.
I don't have any bruises.
So then it's just a bruise.
what was the DC?
I'm fatigued.
23.
Oh wow, I actually made it.
So Carrie,
28, not 23.
or 28. Sorry.
Okay, so then a bruise.
So a bruise, and I guess Carrie actually has a bruise and a daze.
And I'm dying.
You're dying.
Oh, there's dazed.
Look, on the one hand, I'm gonna say, hey guys, it'd be cool not to let Micah die because we did just get character art. On the other hand, the backup character is a really cool idea.
So, Jemmy,
I
give a fortitude save.
okay.
You shouldn't have any like negatives at this point.
No, I'm just bad. Okay, not with that roll. Apparently 18's number of the day right now, except for when I needed to make my will save.
You not only succeed on the dying check, you actually stabilize. So you're no longer dying.
Okay.
But so yeah, the Orphean just shrieks out. Babel. You're up.
Is going to, after getting blasted by this, wince back, take a step back forward, and just slap the orphan across the face. Not in
I
a
will s-
damaging
I will-
way, but just
I
to
will
slap
say-
him and go ahead.
By the way, I'm right in your line of sight. I'm just sitting there shaking my head. No.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Is gonna slap him across the face and go, sack up, you little shit. All right, you fucked up this time. It's not the first or the last time. Are you gonna try and do something about it? Or are you gonna sit here and cry? You failed. So let's fix it, or you can keep here crying about it, not doing anything, right?
Oh shit! What happened to the mainframe?
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. I should make a toughness save for the mainframe.
Die.
What?
That's a fail by
Please.
2 degrees. Hey, Alex, what happens when an inanimate object fails a toughness save by 2 degrees?
It is destroyed.
Sure is.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
Fuck.
Okay. So you're literally trying to just reason with him in your own screwed up way?
I'm either gonna draw his ire or realize he's stomping his feet and he can't do anything more here. Whether it's a 4 or 19 will help determine which way that goes.
I was gonna say, what types of? I'm assuming you're not rolling persuasion, but maybe persuasion or intimidation.
You know what? It's tough love, but
Is
I'm not trying to cow him. I'm trying to
Can Carrie
knock
assist?
a little sense.
no, not in
Oh.
this circumstance.
Carrie wants to
And-
help because my plan was to try and calm him down.
Here,
all
go
gonna
ahead and take
die.
that. Because we do.
Because Babel has his own luck.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Oh God.
Sticking with a 19 because that's what the dice want.
That is what the dice want. Oh God. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. That's not Orphean, by the way. That's the game master.
It could be.
We definitely caught that.
Yeah,
All right.
Babel just very convincingly made him love us.
Goddamn, Babel.
Orphean, come on, bring it in.
Well, you did actually move him from hostile to unfavorable.
He
That was-
merely doesn't like us.
That was that father daddy energy.
Now, you can be pissed off in your room. Go to your room, be pissed off. That's fine. Dinner's at 8.
Okay, so that was Babel's action. Carrie?
Carrie's going to turn around to Muse and is going to try and do whatever treatment she can do to her. She can't quite heal her, but she can provide treatment.
You sure can. That's a treatment check.
I know she's stabilized, but ooh, 25.
That can revive a dazed or stunned and could stabilize. You can't bring her back to consciousness with that, but that will
Can I do-
definitely.
Can I do a double action since I'm not moving?
No, I mean the treatment skill just can't bring someone out.
Oh,
of
okay.
consciousness. You can remove the dazed or stunned condition. No, actually, no. It does say while awakening, someone incapacitated due to damage still leaves the patient staggered. I will say that you can actually get Muse back to staggered.
So if I treatment again,
No,
No.
it's limited to staggered, but you can get them to conscious.
Goddamn.
You're staggered, Muse, but you're conscious.
Carrie will just be like, Muse, are you okay?
What do you think my answer is going to be, Carrie?
I mean, the good news, Muse, is you no longer. I mean, there's a really terrible ringing in your ears, but
Oh,
And she will just tell her to like stay down, and she will turn
no
to
shit. I was going to go jump up and join a fight.
Muse,
Hi.
give me a will save.
Mother. What if I don't want to?
You can just accept a failure if you want.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's no big
funny.
deal.
Thank
Orpheus,
you.
no big deal. Orphean's just going to steal your title.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Back off.
Marcus, you've heard a whole lot.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on down there.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I think adding my presence to this moment might be overwhelming and might disrupt the flow of negotiation that we have going on. So I'm just going to hold an action to run down the stairs and shoot him in the face if I feel like things are going not our way.
If you think things are
I'm
getting.
just going to hide in this stairwell.
I'm just gonna chill, and if I feel like he is going to attack or he's going to, if he's gonna round on us, I will go down there and blast him.
Okay.
But I think adding another person with a big gun is going to make him nervous and make him fly off the handle.
Fair. Orpheus?
Just gonna stay there and hope he was distracted with his own music that he's not paying attention to me.
I mean, to call what he did music is perhaps a stretch.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to.
The
He
first
is a
few
musical
comments,
prodigy, but that was not music right there.
the first few comments Muse has made were always, if you have to attack with sound, god damn, play nice music. I can do it. You can be
So-
mean.
I'm just gonna hold and hope that things stay calm.
I mean, it's worth pointing out he's also not using an instrument. He's just vocalizing right now. He's much better with his instruments. But someone destroyed his harp. Muse, you're up.
Not
Um,
really, but
I
well,
mean, no, I'm sitting on the ground.
It's your turn, and you're conscious.
Yeah, Micah's just kind of gonna
But
sit
you
up.
can feel the pain.
So what-
Realize that things are really bad right now.
For what it's worth, you can use the healing power on yourself.
Yeah, that's a next step. My ears are ringing. I'm not trying to play a song right now.
Okay. So you're just playing possum, basically?
No, I'm not playing possum. I'm sitting up.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause because I guess it is 6 seconds, so babble negotiating probably happened as I woke up.
Mhm.
And I'll just go, look, I really only heard half this conversation, but there are other ways you can try to get someone you've lost back. Accepting one defeat as the end really isn't your best option here.
I'll take a persuasion check.
Sure, that's what I do. Now watch me fail that roll. In my defense, I did just wake up, so if I fail, we have a good excuse.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not the great. That's 14. I did not roll well.
We did not.
On the other
Okay.
hand, there's also the Mike is trying to nurse there. Oh my god, everything hurts. I nearly died there like twice.
On
Like,
top of the fact that, like, behind them you have Orpheus and Bailey going,
I can't see you from the
Stop.
stairway.
"Stop
just
talking
Micah's-
about other ways."
Mike is trying to use a very sympathetic inflection, doesn't realize she's yelling because she can't hear.
No, she's not yelling. It's actually probably the opposite of the I really don't want to be too loud, and Mike is like barely freaking audible.
So do you want me to tell you the terrible thing about that 14?
They needed a 15.
So persuasion checks can change someone's,
They can move him
favorability.
back down. They can move him back down. They can move him back down.
But if you make a second attempt, you're still going off of their initial attitude.
Which means you can make it worse.
And a failure means that yes, in fact, you decrease their favorability by 1 degree from
I would have re-rolled it if
favorable.
I could have, but I don't.
no, you really should have had a hero point, but
We're almost dying twice.
I'll give you a hero point if you want to spend it.
Sure, I would love to, because I can do better than that.
You absolutely can.
It will take. Actually, I physically cannot do worse.
No, not really.
There
Not with
we
a
are.
hero point.
We rolled a 10 plus what I initially rolled. Funny enough, that's a 24.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The Muse is going to look at all of you.
The Muse?
Or not Muse, sorry. The Orphean.
Hold up, I made that nat 20 will save. He doesn't get my freaking title.
No, he does not get your title. This time.
Back
Um,
off.
And with just a look of frustration, anger, that, I want to take my anger out on someone, but you're right, this isn't good. With his eyes, he's saying, you can see that I really just want to murder someone, but that's not going to accomplish anything right now.
A lot of words with just one look.
Can be surprised I went into the soul,
And he will say, killing you might be satisfying, but you're right. It wouldn't bring her back. Don't get in my way again. And he will then sing a beautiful high note, which Aaron doesn't know enough about music to know exactly what it is, but it's just one of those, one of those high C's that just rings out.
He hit that Mariah Carey note.
And he will vanish.
And Orpheus will start breathing again.
And we can drop out of initiative at this point.
Well, he seemed like a real fun guy.
I hate that man so
Carrie
much.
immediately turns to the computers and attempt to see if she can salvage anything.
Oh, no.
Did he get the laptop too, or just the mainframes?
It was everything.
Because I feel like I was holding the laptop.
You were holding the laptop.
But you took damage, didn't you?
No. You were holding the laptop. You've got the laptop.
Okay.
So Babble's going to walk over to Views and just kind of kneel down, muss their hair. Hey.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Come on.
Give him the tablet.
Saved your life.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
How you feeling?
Like shit.
Yeah, you got blasted. All right, well, glad to see you're up.
Books. What happened to those? Because I'm not feeling them.
Little hot mama came by and took him back to hell.
You know what? That's better than anything that would have happened with them here. Okay.
I mean, legs for days. Thigh highs almost as tall. It was great.
Damn.
Right?
So it's over?
Oh, yeah, we won.
Cool. Mike's gonna try to hit Babble with the tablet.
Oh, sure.
Just
He
like,
will.
cool. Done.
He will high five you with it, because when Larry comes out, he's going to start bawling.
I guess Larry did almost lose his friend.
He's just going to back against the wall, crying.
No, hey, Larry, come here. Half alive, Micah pulling Larry into a hug, like, breathe, it's okay.
Oh, network's back.
They were back there, so you were frozen
Hey.
on a bad face for this scene.
I'm fine with it. Anyway, no, yeah, Babble he will high five you with the tablet, because when Larry comes back, he's going to be pretty much in tears and just fall back against the stairwell.
No, hey, yeah, Micah's gonna weakly try to pull Larry into a hug.
Yeah.
Just like, there, it's okay. We're good. We're all good.
Carrie, what's with that laptop? You're hugging like it's your firstborn child.
Marcus, you can come out of the stairwell if you want.
Yeah, I'll come down now that we're safe and sound.
Well, since they were scanning the books I could potentially recover as much of the pages as they scanned.
Why on earth would we want to do that?
No, I mean, Carrie's gonna like stumble over because she really wasn't gonna tell everyone she could do that like right away. Because she was gonna see if she could use them. But she's just gonna be like, well, we could use it for
For what,
like
Carrie?
I don't know, like tracking or getting back
It's a-
D or,
So this thing summons Deep
Demons?
Spawn and the Great Worm and drives people crazy.
Everything about those books has made me feel miserable. Do you really think we want to keep that around?
I'm sort of with Carrie on this, though. We should know more about this information if we want to destroy it or prevent it from
This-
doing worse things.
especially since we only thought it was 2 books and now we know that it's 3. Like maybe
Except
there's
we now
something-
we now definitively know that it's 3
And
because
they're
the
all in
ritual
hell.
was processed. We also know understanding it more drives people insane.
And I want to repeat, everything about those books being near me was making me feel more and more miserable. And so if we have it on a digital format, that could give us and our enemies potentially a lot of power. If they get
How are you feeling right now, Muse?
better? I nearly died there. I don't have a good answer to this question that I've been asked 3 times.
No. I mean specifically with regard to the icky feeling.
Icky feeling is gone. The computer is also shut, so who knows?
Well, is the icky feeling gone, GM?
Uh-huh.
I was told icky feeling was gone by the GM. I could be
Okay.
wrong.
Nope, icky feeling is gone.
Yippee! I'm just saying that it's probably more risk that we're taking in than reward that
Tell
we
you
can
what,
get out.
First things first, Carrie. Turn on the computer near
Oh, yeah.
uh,
Mother.
near Muse.
Just died. Do we have to do this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it's probably not a good idea right now.
No, it's fine. Turn it on.
She's really hoping to like scoot Marcus closer so she can stick it in. Oh no, that wasn't Marcus that had the.
Yeah, that's
The
Anson who's
portal
got
is
the.
Muse.
Yeah.
And
I don't believe that we should interact with this thing outside of a lab setting.
No.
I would say we should destroy it.
Harry, hand it
Um,
to me, please. I'm not going to do anything brash. You know that.
Carrie does not let go of it.
Please.
Carrie's basically holding it like this. Like,
Harry,
Carrie,
please.
what are you hiding from us?
Mhm. Micah is going to start playing their own healing music to slowly try to heal themselves up and out
Sure.
of the God, I feel like I'm going to die.
Mhm.
Before going to stand up and give Carrie the teacher look of the Carrie.
I mean, to be fair, Carrie's also a teacher.
Yes,
yeah, I think she
but-
might be immune to that power.
She might be, but it's that matter of it's still I can tell you're hiding something of the what are you actually hoping to gain from this? Because you're really defensive, and I know you want to learn more about things and understand it, but normally you don't go to this extent unless there's something you're after.
I just think it's irresponsible to completely dismiss it. I'm like trying to think of how I want to say it without giving anything away.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey, Carrie, can you
general.
roll a deception check for me?
And Deuce, can you roll insight for me?
I'm also
And roll the
yeah.
19 this time, not the 4.
I beat you. Yes.
Now that does not tell you what they're lying about, but it does
No,
tell-
but it can tell that they're lying, and that's what I'm looking for.
She's not lying. She's just not.
You're
you're
hiding,
hiding
something.
something.
So yeah, I'm
I
hiding
can
something.
tell.
I'm not fully truthing.
Carrie.
But I do think it is irresponsible for us to get rid of it, though.
You're
What
hiding
did-
something.
What did I get, Deuce?
You got a 15. to
Professor's
the
wholly
18.
truthful.
Yeah.
Professor, to be honest.
God damn it, Deuce.
Micah saw through though.
Barely. Micah barely saw through.
Micah rolled a 9, so it nearly died. So
I mean, Micah's had a day.
Mike is doing pretty good for where they're at. Harry, what?
No, I just think it's irresponsible for us to get rid of such information that we could use
Use for what?
positive purposes. We don't know. We know that it makes people go crazy, but that doesn't mean that.
There's no but after it makes people go crazy.
There really shouldn't be, unless, once again, what are you hoping to accomplish with it?
How can we hope to cancel its abilities if we don't study the text itself?
Doing that will
Help
drive
her,
us crazy.
Marcus.
It could drive some people crazy,
Okay,
but
I can understand you're not from this time or this dimension, but Carrie, have you ever read The Lord of the Rings?
Well, of course she has. I mean,
So-
human Stephanie is human, and Puppy has not, but Carrie definitely.
And what was Gandalf's big message about using the ring?
Don't
I
do
mean,
it.
to be fair, the hobbits used it pretty well.
And what happened to Frodo after he used it?
Yeah, he went insane. But
No,
like you
there's
said-
no buts here.
like you said, though, that Anson and Moon are not from here. Maybe that's what we need in order to really fully understand how we can beat this.
Okay, I feel the need to emphasize.
sir.
I don't care what good purposes you are trying to pitch to me right now, Carrie. You are hiding something. What do you want from this?
And you will just see, like, across her face, just a complete whitewashing of, like, guilt across her
Mhm.
face.
So teacher guilting does work on Carrie.
No, not guilt, like she feels bad that she's not telling you, but
Yeah.
guilt, like she's gonna be sick to have to explain
Yeah.
the way that she feels to
Look,
you.
all I'm saying is whatever gets the means to the ends.
Well, and she'll just kind of start like tapping on the laptop and like, well, I guess she can't move her feet, but she's like, just kind of
Fidgety.
yeah, like wiggling around in her seat uncomfortably, and will say, what happened to me didn't only happen to me,
Mhm.
and it's my fault. And she'll start like tearing up and like, she's starting to get like very emotional. And the worst part is like, human me is starting to do that because
I do that all the time. Don't worry, we're good.
I'm
here.
remembering what I wrote. So now I'm like getting upset because I cried when I wrote it. So I was like,
that's the good stuff.
yeah. So she is like, I essentially tried to do something similar to fuse technology and magic to my prosthetic research, and in doing so, scanning the books in did not work the way that these books worked. But when starting the ritual that Remy and I thought would work, turned out it actually didn't, and it caused a massive explosion. And you'll just see like tears start to like stream down her face. I'm only here because Remy chose to push me out of the way. I would like to use this book to reverse that.
Harry.
And then she will just like, you'll just see her just kind of loosen her grip on the laptop, and she just kind of sits there exhausted, just like trying not to just like, and well, actually, she'll loosen her grip on the laptop, and she will just kind of set it kind of on the car next to her, and she will just leave.
Okay.
She's just gonna like, she'll put her wheelchair back to normal, and we'll just start rolling off, like just noping out of there. Like she's not listening, she's just noping out, just like
Micah can quite literally
Part
fly
of me
past
so
her.
badly wants to just like have Orpheus look at the nearest person and say, "Who's Remy?"
Oh, that's where that's the matter of Mike is like, look, I have no idea who Remy is, but that
Yeah.
reaction enough tells me it's important to her, and that's what matters. Not who, but what he was to her.
Yeah, so she'll just make her way up back to the car.
Okay.
I'm.
Orpheus?
Who's best suited to destroy this thing?
Orpheus?
To be fair, she can still hear all you guys. She's
Yeah,
just
that's
not
why.
in the room with you.
Okay.
I'm not going to
I
make this
suspect I'm
choice.
probably the best to destroy this thing.
Well, I'm going to go try and talk with Carrie, okay?
Go ahead.
Let's... I think we treaded on more delicate territory than we expected. Let's all remember to be gentle, okay?
Marcus, go ahead.
Mike is gonna go find, well, go, pause. Larry?
He's still head in his hands back at the
Larry-
stairwell. He's fine
okay.
there.
She's gonna, no, she's gonna pick him up with the flying disc and bring him with her. Like, okay, come on, I'm already...
You just see Carrie's like running away, and then you've got Muse following with like a disc and her puppy like along with her, just like, come on.
Our crying
You
puppy.
can have
Yeah.
the breakdown on the disc. Let's get you back to the car. Come on, I can't lift you.
And I'm gonna be there with Marcus until I see him thoroughly destroy this machine.
Yeah, I'm going after Carrie because Micah feels a little guilty about making her trauma dump.
Yeah, because none of you know really anything about that, so
Nope. So that's why
Well,
Mike's like, okay,
I
time
would
to go
assume
comfort.
you probably know of an accident that happened at Tulane, but not.
Yeah,
She made sure that a lot of the details didn't get out. So
exactly. It's that like Micah's like, damn, maybe I'm gonna go comfort her after that because goddamn, wow. Also, we need to get through to her that, like, yeah, okay, he still did have to make his own choice in that moment, and it's okay. I get the survivor's guilt, but, like, please don't think about. When you say reverse it, that makes me think that you want to sacrifice yourself in return, and that's not okay. We need you.
that is basically, it was not so much that she thinks that she has to, but that she's willing to.
Yeah, there's still an issue there, and in the book of the person who almost died, I don't care, you're not dying on us.
Aaron,
Shut up. It's not a
Yeah.
superhero story until we're found family. You don't get to leave the found family.
That's true. That is true.
so sometimes supervillains have to supervillain a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Swear
Um,
to God.
I'm going to use my variable power to sort of do some weird techno stuff that Orpheus doesn't understand to the computer. I'd like to use my variable effect to create a healing 7 affects objects only resurrection and add 10 stealth to my skill to make it look like I'm destroying it, but I'm back filling the hard drive into a device I have on me.
Marcus.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is I cannot think of a single way that Orpheus would even be able to understand.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know?
make it blow up. Like I'll make it look like it's destroyed.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, Orpheus wants it in pieces. If it's not in pieces,
Oh, it's in
he's
pieces.
gonna put it in pieces.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
But you don't
Well,
necessarily
you
know.
can't-
You're
If you
copying
can't-
it as... By the way, Alex, we all got moved around.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. How has this happened?
But if he can somehow simultaneously heal it and make it look like it's completely destroyed, I got no way of.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, like you would know if like the little device that he's sticking in the computer to take the data is maybe he's planting a computer virus.
That's the bomb.
yeah,
I mean,
that's the
the
bomb.
only thing I can really do is an insight check.
Yeah.
You could make an insight, but I don't see how you could even win it because like he's gonna get a bunch of advantages to it.
Because Marcus also wishes he could press an undo button on some of the bad things he's done, and he doesn't want to deprive Carrie of this opportunity.
Yep.
Because it is not lost on Orpheus that the one who volunteered to destroy it is the one who is from another dimension and wanted to keep it.
But also is the only one who can do it without turning into a demon or being subjected to the bad feelings the music was giving everybody else.
Right. You specifically told Marcus to do it, so there's not suspicion when you're like, you do it. Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
You told me
Oh,
to.
no. There
Yeah,
I
is-
volunteered
yeah.
first. I volunteered before
Remember,
you said
he
you do it.
volunteered. I said, okay, you can go ahead. That does not mean, yeah, sure.
I
Like,
believe
it
the-
is one of those things where it's like,
I think you said he was the most qualified to do so.
I
I
think he
said
he
I
was
said I was the most
Okay.
qualified to do so.
I've been
Yeah.
by the way, I love y'all. It's dangerous for me to bring up a cup of water right now because I'm about like, oh my gosh, I've almost choked in this water so many times.
But I
Also,
mean,
this
And this,
Third
this
refill.
again isn't one of those I'm suspicious insight rolls. This is one of those,
Do
you know,
you know what he's doing rolls.
not even necessarily do you know what he's doing. It's does everything seem kosher? Like, it's that moment where you go, wait a minute, something doesn't feel right. Kind of rolls. It's does it even
Yeah.
does
yeah.
he have a reason to be suspicious? This is a passive. I guess you call it passive insight. This isn't something actively where I think he's lying. This isn't like the insight where I was doing on
On Regina?
or Regina, yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Bruce, go ahead and roll yet another 4 for me.
Okay.
what do you want me to roll here?
Deception.
Okay. So, pumping the points into things, I want to make it into the skill that I know will be relevant to it.
You're good.
All right.
I was
you know
thinking
what?
sleight of hand, stealth,
Not
or
one.
deception.
You not won the insight. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
So Orpheus is certainly allowed to be suspicious, but there is no indication to Orpheus that Marcus did anything other than what he said he was going to do, which is destroy
Okay.
it. You can see that the machine
How-
was destroyed.
How bad did Bruce roll for me?
That
I won.
Fantastic.
yeah. So
All right.
you can blame Deuce for this one.
And every other. God, I can't wait until I can find my cord.
I
All right.
told you don't let me roll. No.
Yeah, I was hoping to. I mean, I have 2 luck points left still, so I was hoping that it would work out. But
Yeah.
and I'll just
So yeah,
surreptitiously
Okay.
send that file over to Carrie's database back at the lab.
is just going to chalk it up to, he changed his mind just like Carrie did. So there's no reason to be suspicious or plan revenge.
No.
You don't plan revenge against party
Oh
members.
my god. I'm reading the part that I wrote because I was trying to make sure that I didn't miss anything, and now I'm like crying again.
Oh.
Ugh.
All right. So the laptop has been destroyed. The mainframe was already in shambles.
Oh yeah.
The Orphean is gone. The Hell Queen is gone. The Deep Spawn are gone. There's a body up on the 3rd floor.
We did find out last time though, off camera, that I can remove 2 floors of an apartment building.
We did. So what are we doing?
I'm gonna go comfort Carrie apparently, or at least apologize
Okay.
if I can. Yeah, like on the way back to the van with the crying Larry behind me on the disc.
I don't know if Carrie will be able to not just make her feel a little bit better. Just
No, it's the
knowing
Carrie.
him going from Babel, scary Babel,
Yeah.
who bitch slapped Orphean, to
I-
pile on a disc.
Yep.
I'm just gonna walk back to the vehicle. While I'm doing so, I'm just gonna look over to Marcus and say, What? Did anybody know what happened to Dale?
If I mean, because
Oh
he-
no!
Who's Dale?
The guy that we picked up before, remember? That we brought with us here?
We had a guy named Milton with us?
No, we had a guy named Dale with us.
Is this like an Abbott and Costello routine we're going on right now?
Feels
I'm
like
so confused.
I don't know what happened to Dale, but we should probably make sure he's a loose end that's been wrapped up.
I mean, does he know what Babel has seen, or
Larry does, yes, because Babel likes
but
to show
Larry's
him
a
the bad
mess
things.
on the disc.
Oh,
I'm just gonna call him ahead and say, "Hey, does anybody know what happened to Dale?"
I feel like Larry's just like.
I heard a gunshot in the alley when Dale ran off, so not sure. But I don't think it's well for him.
Yeah, Carrie will say she recalls us hearing something while you guys were inside, but
And there was like a gunshot
Can't
after
pinpoint it.
Babel jumped off the roof with him. Not roof, balcony.
Maybe we should try and find him.
Hey, Larry? Larry, can you, Larry?
Carrie can send her drones for scans.
Larry? Hey, you
Hell.
with me?
He'll kind of wipe the red eyes and tears and just kind of look. Yeah.
What happened to Dale?
No, we
This
just
one.
started crying
Ran.
again.
He ran
Okay,
north. I don't know after that. Up in the basement.
okay. Yeah, Carrie, can you do a scan then?
I'm not going to require you to make a stealth roll. I will focus ping so you can see what happened, what your drone finds.
I already saw. Yeah.
Carrie will be holding her tablet as she's like kind of letting she's got Peter and Marcia kind of going through zigzagging where Larry said he last recalled seeing him, and you'll just hear her audibly gasp and kind of set the laptop or the tablet down, just kind of like
I'm
One-
gonna hesitantly reach over to pick up to see what you. Ooh.
yeah, she just kind of like juts it out from her.
It's just kind of like the look. Okay.
So what?
Dale. I don't think we have to worry about Dale anymore.
No, we should
No, I
probably at least take him away from this area. And
I don't
Can
know.
we use our words, please?
He's dead.
Okay.
Like, super dead.
Like bullet to the head.
Okay. So he was shot in the head.
I
Should
yes.
we call Arcade?
I
What?
don't. Can we be blamed for a civilian killing themselves? Is that our fault?
And Carrie will just kind of mutter like, technically it's Babel's fault.
I mean, yeah, it's fucking cool.
That's not even on my radar.
Yeah, we should call Arcade. Tell
Yeah.
them the ritual's been stopped.
I'll call
Just
them up.
catch him up.
Yeah, we
Go
just-
call
we
Arcade.
we should tell them that the books have been taken as well.
Taken. Who took the books? I was
Hell
just
Queen.
told.
The Hell
Hot
Queen.
Dommy Mommy. Hell Queen. Okay.
The hot dummy mommy.
That's what I was told.
I don't
I
know what
just
any of
came-
those words mean.
Who told you?
Oh, yeah,
Who
right.
used the word hot dummy mommy?
Babel.
Okay, I believe that.
I just woken up from almost dying, and Babel's like, "Oh, you missed the hot babe," and I was just like, "What?" So I was looking for a name. Thank you, and I'm gonna call Arcade.
Okay.
And Carrie will kind of send over the footage that she's got from her different drones on kind of what happened throughout the building, and
Hey, boss.
that there are no other civilian casualties in terms of, well, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Danvers is dead, but like,
Your,
this is kind of
your
her fault.
drones will show you that so the first floor was exactly what it appeared to be. There was the lobby, there was a workout area,
Yeah.
laundry, all of that stuff. The second floor had 4 apartments, one of which was Regina's, which you were in. The other 3 apartments were empty. all of the other floors, the walls had been knocked down between apartments, and they were just a warren of nests for the deep spawn. You're able to, like, the center area where the elevators were was still kept intact, but basically every other wall other than that center area had been knocked down and was just this mess of, like I said, warrens and caves for the deep spawn.
So if anyone accidentally made it up onto those floors unintentionally, it would just look like an apartment hallway.
Exactly. If you for some reason were on the elevator going up, you would see an apartment. You would see what you were expecting to see. But if you got beyond any of the doors, then, well, you'd probably get eaten.
Yeah, you find your death.
So the only bodies are that of Dale and Regina.
It's like DoorDash people just suspiciously keep disappearing every time they deliver food.
I mean, they would never have a delivery to make on any of the other floors.
Yeah.
Also, DoorDash people will normally just drop your food.
Yeah, but Regina was ordering the DoorDash people as food.
Well, that probably happened, but
what DoorDash person would actually want to wait and not just go, I'm just dropping the food by the door, knocking and leaving.
Yeah.
No, I just feel bad that, like, Muse is literally gonna call the first thing and be like, God, we're really, like, another messy win for us, baby.
I mean, it was a win, but
it was a messy win. Hey, do you know what almost dying feels like? It's not fun.
Who are you asking?
Whoever picks up the call for the
the
report, baby.
That would probably be.
You're talking to Carrie? Because Carrie's like, yeah, I know what that feels like.
You're just trauma dumping on the arcade operator?
Oh no, it's the if it's just a random arcade, Mike is gonna give it much better. But if it's like Angel knows what she's dealing with our group.
Yeah.
At this point, just start summarizing and then just like, do you know what almost dying feels like? It's not fun.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll happily trade battle scars stories with you sometime.
I would say I'd love to feel it, to hear it, but I've only had the one, and I'm not looking forward to any of the ones that are going to follow.
Actually, you have very few scars. Your almost dying was
it was mostly
almost dying was physical, but
no, my almost dying was due to my soul, because I would have died there. Let's be for real, without the hero point.
Yeah. But...
And then my almost dying again was due to the physical of my bones almost shattering.
Right.
Ooh.
Which still leave scars.
Yes.
No. Bones are all on the inside.
Where they're supposed to be.
But there was also flesh ripping.
Oh, fair. So yeah, just like, I don't actually have many battle scars, funny enough. Anyway, so no, we're done here. We're gonna come back. The books are gone, at least. Which is good, because I hate those books.
Okay. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, Orphean's still out there, and the Hell Queen is around.
Wait. Orphean?
The Orphean, yeah.
That is a very pregnant pause that she is making.
Yep, I'm noticing that.
I'm just pointing out, had you guys told?
Yes.
We told them, I think, the first time when they said, get out of there and let the supers handle this, and our response was,
right,
we got this.
Okay, right, okay. My bad. So the Orphean's still out there, but you stopped the world from ending?
Yeah, Hell Queen is too, and she has the books, so I guess that could be an issue.
It's not a good thing, but it's better than the alternative.
Uh-huh. I mean, best case would have been we got our hands on the books and left with them, but, you know.
Well.
When does best case happen?
Do you want us to follow up with Abernathy and...
Yeah, sure. I think we're gonna come back and get some rest.
Okay.
We did, I guess, technically cause a civilian casualty, but he was dating a cult leader. So, like, even if he didn't die from this, he would have probably died anyway if we didn't get involved.
We'll concoct a story.
Thank you. Does saying it was Babel's fault help a little?
No.
Yeah, thought so. Okay.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So as you guys leave,
Mhm.
you head back to your hotel, which is so cute.
So cute.
So cute.
As you're driving away, well, no, it wouldn't be that fast. As you're settling in later that night, you will see a local news report about a gas leak, and that led to an explosion out on the outskirts of town. However, fortunately, most of the residents of the apartment building were not home at the time. There were 2 casualties.
I just blew up the building.
I mean, to be fair, Carrie was considering it.
Mike is just watching the news with tea, and it's just like, we could have blown up the building for them if that was the answer they were going to go with.
Yes,
They
but
got engineers that can do it safely.
Yeah.
And make sure that it looked like an accident.
At least now nobody's going to ask any questions.
I guess.
So people like us who will never, ever, ever believe when the news reports a gas leak that caused an explosion ever.
Well, no. However, that is later in your evening, because when you all get back to the hotel,
Oh, great.
you will see Harper
Hi, Harper.
sitting at a desk with Mr. Quackers on the desk in front of her. Her eyes completely glazed over.
Oh, you mother.
And we'll find out what's happening with Harper next time. So, thank you all for joining us tonight around our network. We are dark tomorrow night. However, Plain Gia will be back again on Thursday. We should have a blog post up on Thursday as well over at UntoldStoriesProject.com. And at our Patreon on Friday, we will have chapters 12 through 14 of Nobody's Hero posted. We will, of course, be back here next week, same time, same bat channel, for more Something in the Dark. And Freedom League Dark should return next Wednesday. Speaking of our Patreon, if you want to read the chapters of Nobody's Hero that have been posted, or any of the other awesome content / sneak peeks which are there, please come support us at patreon.com/UntoldStoriesProject. Heroes, I will pass it around the table for everyone to say goodnight and plug anything they'd like to do, and we'll start with Brandon.
As usual, nothing to plug for me, so be kind to people, especially yourself. Alex, you deceptive motherfucker.
You know, I used to be Lex Luthor. Sometimes those habits die hard. As for plugging, I do have a Mutants and Masterminds developer Q&A tomorrow night at 8 p.m. over on the Green Ronin Atomic Think Tank. We are talking all about notes from the Valiant preview event that we've had so far. So people have had a chance to tear into the new M&M stuff, and they're going to get a chance to ask Steve and me for feedback or to provide feedback. So I'm excited to hear what the community thinks about the new rules. yeah, and then playing Gia on Thursday. So keep tuning in, and a week from tomorrow, Freedom League Dark will be back. So that'll be a lot of fun too. So I will pass it over to Aunt Puppy.
I don't have anything. Just play a game. Deuce.
Thank you so much for watching. However you do, whether it's live or after the fact, we always appreciate it. Feel free to leave a comment, tell us how good we're doing, how bad we're doing, or what you would have done differently. All great things to say. So what did we learn today? We learned, one, don't ever let me roll for your character. I warn you up front. Two, playing character with different personalities is interesting, as you could flip between one or the other. Get that in your head and then have a wonderful time. And three, you gotta love the suspense. Fighting through the last minute, you don't get that with speedsters. That's why we don't play them. It's always important. Don't play speedsters. These are three things that you can take away from our session tonight. I hope you come back for more lessons with Deuce. And with that, my other support structure and Jimmy.
Thank you all for watching. It's a ton of fun to always come back and have disastrous fun with y'all, even if I was passed out for most of it. Reminder, we love you all. We want you all to take care of yourselves. Make sure to take meds, drink water, all that. Went a little insane on the water tonight. I had 3 cups of this. But on the other hand, hey, hydration, that's good for you. Go do that. Go do it right now. Have you had a cup of water today? If you haven't, go drink some. Anyway, we love you all. Thank you all for watching. And remember, if you were a speedster, you probably could have gotten out of the way of that attack a lot quicker. So have some fun. Play a speedster. Join the ADHD. I think that was everyone. So, Father.
Was that everyone?
I think
Alright.
so.
Well, then, with that in mind, that is it for those of us here at the Untold Stories Project. Until next time, be careful out there, and make sure that you don't run into something in the dark. Bye.
And we're out.